And 5, 4, 3. Welcome to PeaceKeeper Reaction. My name is Nathan. Thank you so much for joining us today, you guys. Very special episode as we continue our look at all of 21 Pilots music videos in chronological order. We just did Guns for Hands, and now we're going to be checking out the video for Car Radio. So I'm very excited, and stay tuned for after the reaction as we read comments from the 21 Pilots fans about our previous reaction, Guns for Hands. So let's dive right into this. I'm very excited. I've never heard this song before, full disclosure. So let's dive right in. Car Radio on PeaceKeeper.
I ponder of something great. My lungs will fill and then deflate. They fill with fire, exhale desire. I know it's dire, my time today. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. Sometimes quiet is violent. I find it hard to hide it. My pride is no longer inside. It's on my sleeve, my skin will scream, reminding me of who I killed inside my dream. I hate this car that I'm driving. There's no hiding for me. I'm forced to deal with what I feel. There is no distraction to mask what is real. I could pull the steering wheel. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. Ponder of something terrifying, cause this time there's no sound to hide behind. I find over the course of our human existence, one thing consists of consistence, and it's that we're all battling fear. Oh dear, I don't know if we know why we're here. Oh my, too deep, please stop thinking. I liked it better when my car had sound. There are things we can do, but from the things that work there are only two, and from the two that we choose to do, peace will win and fear will lose. It is faith and there's sleep. We need to pick one, please, because faith is to be awake, and to be awake is for us to think, and for us to think is to be alive. And I will try with every rhyme to come across like I am dying to let you know you need to try to think. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. reminder of something great. My lungs will fill and then deflate. They fill with fire, exhale desire. I know it's dire, my time today. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence.
Aw, shit. Car Radio by 21 Pilots on PeaceKeeper reaction. I gotta say, very interesting song. I mean, you almost forget what a great rapper, I forget his name, from 21 Pilots is. And they're really becoming one of my favorite groups. I gotta say, the more I listen to them, the more I'm digging their whole vibe. The way that they go from this kind of emo, analyzing rap song to something so anthemic, and that kind of back to that, and then with the little screamo. I mean, their genre knows no bounds. I mean, I love bands like 21 Pilots because they're not constricted to their genre. I feel like they could do anything, and their fans will be on board. That's a very special kind of thing, if you ask me. And I gotta say, they must be at the age where they remember people stealing your car radio. I mean, this was a thing, you guys, back in my day. We had decks, right? So people would, there was one thing that you could do, which was have a car radio that you could literally pull out and take with you. They slid out. They had a little handle. That's so crazy to think about now. Like MacGruber had one of those. And then there was one where you could take just the faceplate off, and that sort of became the norm to stop people from stealing your car radio. Because what a bummer we had back in the day, you folks. You don't understand how difficult it was to get songs for a road trip. You know what I mean? You'd have to make mixtapes if your friend had a tape deck. Or then when CD players came out, you could put the tape in that had a wire that you could plug into your Discman. And then you had to make sure that you had enough batteries for your Discman. I mean, the worst thing ever that could happen was you running out of batteries for your Discman halfway through a fucking road trip. Me and my friend, we drove his dad's car on a big road trip, and the only tape we had was his dad's what was it? Oh my God. You know, the guy who does like Baker Street, Jerry Rafferty. It was Jerry Rafferty tape, and we listened to that thing so much that we started to like it. I feel that. I love this. Also, I got to say, have you ever looked into the mirror and shaved your own head? It's such a cleansing kind of tribal thing to do, to just shave your head, to rid yourself of your hair. It's a fascinating thing. I've done it many times. Looked into the mirror like a psycho and shaved my head. So I love this. Let's take a look at our previous 21 Pilots reaction and read some of your very nice comments that you guys leave, and make sure to comment to this video as well. Where was it? Where was she? Oh, it's been a while. I guess it's since before I got in that Eurovision. I did all 37 Eurovision songs. So let's read some comments from the lovely 21 Pilots fans. A. Anderson says, "This song helped me understand why my son, when he was self-harming in high school, I was so lost as to what to do for him. He actually showed me T.O.P. at the same time. I took them to see them in their emotional roadshow tour in 2016. The song and car radio hit me so different while we were there. The whole show was amazing, but the meaning of their songs, the purpose really kicked in when we were seeing them live. I did not get to see them this last tour. I will go to the next one." So you know, that's amazing, because I had a moment like that when I was young, listening to these very depressing songs, kind of screaming out for help, and my dad, I remember him asking me about that Nirvana song, "I Hate Myself and Want to Die," and why I had that written on my walls and stuff. Was there something wrong with me? Well, only music kind of bridges that gap. So thank you for sharing that. Stacy Moisa says, great reaction. You can really feel Tyler's emotion when he sings these lyrics. Y'all have guns and you never put the safety on, and y'all have plans to take it. Don't take it, take it. Take it. This always hits me hard. Awesome. So it's Smiley, okay? I love that. Great song. Would you consider reacting to the album this song came from eventually? Fun fact, the drummer is claustrophobic and had a difficult time filming the tape scene. And yeah, I could imagine that. And yeah, I would consider that for sure. Maybe as a Patreon plus. Yeah, for sure. And I can imagine, again, this video had that same motif of hiding your face. So what's up with that, you guys? Sherry says, I love Guns for Hands. It's amazing live. Looking forward to more. And then B says, drummer is Josh. Good pick up that they both took the mask off at different times. Josh definitely deals with anxiety, particularly around public speaking and being the center of attention. So that's an interesting thing. So someone who deals with those anxiety and then, being in front of a crowd and stuff, why would you choose this position? Why would it's a funny thing to think about. Like, I hate this. This is hard to do, but I got to conquer my fear. It's almost inspiring to think about. So I love that. So we're going to continue our journey. So let me know what you thought about this or any other topic, and we'll read it next time on PeaceKeeper 21 Pilots Edition. And for PeaceKeeper, I'm Nathan. Play safe. I can put my arm back on.